bisu
Dosernya
gitu.
udah mantap. Halo.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm standing here today to give you a motivational speech about love ourselves. To love yourself, it means you to accept yourself as you are and come terms with those aspects of yourself that you cannot change. But before we go through, let me introduce myself. My name is Liani. You can call me Indy or you can call me anything you like, and I'm 20 years old. Love yourself. Those words we hear very often everywhere from anyone, young or old. They always say, love yourself. And some even say, love yourself, even though there are many obstacles that stand in your way. I'm sure every one of us, whether it's women or women, young or old from any circle, actually love ourselves. We accept ourselves as we are: fat, thin, white, black, tall, short, has a straight hair, has a curly hair, from a wealthy family or from a poor family or from the nobility or not. It means you have to self-respect, a positive self-image, and unconditional self-acceptance. Needless to say, it does not mean being arrogant, thinking that you are better than anyone else. It means having a healthy regard for yourself, knowing that you are a worthy human being. It is important. Remind ourselves that no one is perfect. You have to remember that. We all have strength and weakness, and we are certainly possess the resources to work on improving ourselves. Each of us is a unique person, is a unique people, is a unique community, is a unique human being, and has a specific talents and abilities to offer. In order to appreciate yourself, it's up to you to discover what makes you unique and to future develop those talents. We have a responsibility to ourselves to do so. You cannot sit around and wait for approval from others. You cannot wait for that. Work on accepting yourself. You are the only you and that you have. It is in your best interest to be the best you can be. Until you love yourself, you will not be able to love anyone else. You can only another to degree that you do yourself. Why is it too difficult to love ourselves? Basically, the short answer to this question is that we were raised in a society that didn't teach us about love ourselves or self-love. This may not seem very important to some, but self-love is one of the best things you can do for yourself. And loving yourself provides you will self-confidence, self-worth, and in general you feel more positive, being more positive. If you can learn to love yourself, you will be happier and will learn to take better care of yourself. Looking in the mirror and see yourself like this, most of us see a lot of different flaws and remember too many past experience and failings too. Love ourselves. The less you love yourself, listen to yourself, and understand yourself, the more confused, upset, and frustrated you will be in life. When you begin to love yourself and to continue to love yourself more and more each day, things slowly will be a little bit better in every way possible. Unfortunately, I have to say, self-love isn't always easy. Accepting the pain and allowing yourself to be honest with who you are is a big step to loving yourself. Forgive yourself for past action and things you are ashamed of doing. carrying a lot negative emotion like jealousy, disgust, like anger, and like a mental health and rage can have a negative impact. We need to learn how to accept not only the emotion that create love, joy, more happiness, and more enjoy in our life, but also the ones that cause fear, insecurity, and anger in our lives. While we need to learn how to acknowledge and accept the pain with the love. Another step is reconciling with a cold and unopened heart. Asking yourself, like you standing in the mirror and asking yourself, like you said, I love myself. I love who am I, and I don't care what people say to me. And asking yourself is if you fully love yourself can be very difficult because you must accept your flaws and faults. Love is something we choose, not something it just coming our way. The same way we choose anger, hate, or sadness. We have the power to forgive someone who has hurt us in the past. We can learn to finally heal from something when we can forgive. We can always choose love. Learning to love yourself leads to better self-care. Example of this could be taking break from time to time and accepting that no one is perfect and things happen. Another example could be saying no to others when you really don't have time or energy to say yes. We often do too much for other people because we want to please everyone. We can forget to look after ourselves, and then we become overwhelmed. Today is the day you can love yourself completely with no expectation. Making the choice right now to choosing you on your love is the most powerful healing force you have. And I will give you some advice. You have to always love yourself, even though the world or the person, the people, the community doesn't like you, and you haven't to care about what are they saying. You have to care about yourself. You doesn't care about anyone else. And thanks for lending your ears. Hopefully you will be more determined and motivated starting today. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.